Hi everyone, it's Blake again with Northwinds Wilderness School. I'm out here on this beautiful October day just to kind of give you a little bit of an update. I'm going to kind of walk through our property here. You'll see here what the south end of our property looks like. This is the beautiful view of the south end of our property. I think it's just about peak colors here. Maybe another few days. We've got lots of reds and oranges and bright yellows. The aspens and the maples are absolutely beautiful. The sun is really bright behind me. I apologize if that's super obnoxious for you, but we'll be behind the trees in just a second. There have been a lot of changes at Northwinds Wilderness School this year, and I appreciate all of you who have stuck with us, who have stayed along for the ride to see what's happening. One of the big changes is that we haven't really taught very many classes this summer. It's not that we haven't wanted to, it's just that we've been busy. We've been doing a lot of work out at the property. We bought a yurt, we cleared some trails, we set up a kitchen. We've also been planning a lot for what's going to happen next year. And what's going to happen next year is that we are going to continue with all of our normal classes, but we're not going to do as many of them because we're going to focus more of our time and more of our energy on camps, both short-term and long-term, and on weekend programs. We're going to work on adding some 2-day intro to survival classes, some 3-day more in-depth intro to survival classes. We'll probably do a couple of 7-day immersion survival classes. We're also going to add several kids camps. As of right now, we have 3 7-day kids camps planned for next year. I'm sorry, they're not 7 days, they're 5 days. We have Kids Ninja Camp, which is a 5-day martial arts and natural movement based camp. We have Kids Nature Art Camp, which is a camp based on using the things we can find in nature to make art and foster creativity in our children. And the last one is a 5-day children's wilderness survival class, which is going to be sort of our regular 3-day adult wilderness survival class, pared down into a children's program with more games, more fun, and less hard work. We're also launching our immersion program this year, which is going to be 1, 2, or 3 months with a 10-day intro. So people will come and stay with us for 10 days, and we'll go through sort of the basics of wilderness skills. And then at the end of that 10 days, they can either decide to stay with us for 1, 2, or 3 months, or they can decide that it's not for them and move on. In fact, I think we already have a student for our immersion program, maybe 2. We're only going to be accepting 4 or 5 a year, so if this is something you're involved with or you're interested in, please get in touch soon because, like I said, we're only taking 5 or 6 and we've already got 2. Here's our cool little Fish Lake sign. We didn't make this. It was like this when we moved in with some awesome fall foliage behind it. Another thing we're going to introduce next year is a 7-day Stone Age experience. This won't really be a survival class. In many ways, it won't really be a class at all. Instead, it's going to be an opportunity for us with a small group of people to get out in the woods and experience what life would be like if the only technology we had were Stone Age. We'll work with brain tan buckskins, we'll work with hand drill fires, we'll work with stone tools, we'll sleep in handmade shelters, and we will live for 5 or 7 days as if it were the Stone Age. I'm very excited about this program. I've done a lot of practicing with Stone Age technology, but I've not had the opportunity to do anything more than a day or 2. So doing a week of Stone Age technology is very exciting to me. We're also going to start adding some natural movement and mindfulness stuff into the curriculum, starting with our 2 yoga/meditation retreats. We'll be doing one early in the summer and then one in the fall. And we will also be doing our Sacred Hunt, which is a 10-month primitive hunting program But next year, it's going to be slightly more in-depth. We'll be getting together with you all more often and covering more subjects. And then the hunt will be more rigorously guided. In the past, we have sort of gotten to the time of the hunt and let the students do whatever they wanted. Now, we're going to kind of hold people to the standards that we've taught throughout the year and actually make this a primitive hunt. We're also going to do the Season of Wild Foods again. The Season of Wild Foods has long been one of our favorite programs, both our favorites and the favorites of our students. The Season of Wild Foods is a foraging class that starts in April and it goes through October. We'll cover maple syrup, we'll cover acorns, hopefully wild rice, and we'll follow a lot of the greens and mushrooms throughout their growing season. And one thing that we're doing this year that we've never done before is that we're going to offer our Season of Wild Food students the opportunity to get a discount on any foraging or plant food related class that we do that isn't actually a part of the program. This is brand new for this year because this past year our students who were super engaged were very interested in some of the classes we were doing that weren't necessarily part of the program, and there was some conflict between their year-long students. Should we be making them pay to take other classes? So this year what we're going to do is offer a discount. We are also going to do the root skills again. This is not... Sorry about that car. It's not a class in itself. It is a series of 7 classes. It is cordage, fire making, first aid, wilderness survival, plant identification. I can't remember the other 2 right now. But it's sort of the basis of what we think people should have as a skill set in nature. It's the ability to make things for yourself, to fend for yourself, and to take care of yourself on a basic level. This class is designed for both intro-level people and also more advanced people who just want to tidy up their skills. Wow, that sun is super obnoxious right there, isn't it? It's another car, I apologize. So yeah, there's a lot of change coming and it's all super positive. I'm really excited to be bringing you all along with us on this. We'll still do our evening classes. We'll still do plant medicine and moccasin making. We'll still do all the things that you've come to expect from us. We're just going to spend a lot more time on the camps and on the longer term programs. And hopefully you all will enjoy that as much as we do. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you for being a part of our community and for sticking with us through all this change. I appreciate every second of your time. I love every single one of you. Please find a friend to share this with, and I will see you next time.